everybody, welcome back to Spirituality with Gabriella. On this channel I share Spirit's messages as well as manifestation tips. So today I'm doing a completely channeled video, just sharing whatever our guides want us to know. So let's begin. The first message coming through is to dedicate today to remembering who you are. And the number one way that you can do this, according to Spirit, is to allow yourself to get into a timeless state. And they also advise being outside in nature. So the idea here is that when you are in a timeless state, you are connecting with your true soul, you are entering different brain waves as well. And so what they're saying is really give yourself the space and time to be timeless. In other words, you're not constantly checking the clock, you're not looking at your watch all the time, you are not connected to your phone even, you are simply present and being. And this is the pathway to purpose, is what our guides are communicating. They also want us to know that when we are outside in nature, naturally we experience more happiness because nature recharges us, whereas typically other beings decharge us. So if we spend a lot of time with other people, for example, that has an effect of pulling us out of ourselves because we're so kind of wrapped into their energy that we no longer maintain our own auric shield. But when you're outside in nature, nature doesn't have that effect on us. Instead, nature has the effect of cleansing us. So whatever time you have during your day, if you can take a walk, even if it's 15 minutes or 20 minutes, that is really going to help just purify your aura and bring you back to balance. And they just want to say that there's a lot of activations happening right now. So this is having kind of strange ramifications and effects on different people. One is restlessness, not sleeping very well. I know I have been experiencing that for sure. Another is a strange head tension or strange feelings in your chest, like your chest is like popping or like your chest is really tight. And then they're also showing feeling a little bit ungrounded from the knees down. So just kind of feeling a bit off or a bit wonky. And they're saying all of these things are just manifestations of the vibration on Earth changing, but we need to remember that we are highly attuned beings. We're very intuitive, and at night we often will travel naturally to the astral plane. And in that space, we travel around and we do a lot of different things, and then we have to carry ourselves back down to Earth. And so that process of coming back to Earth every day, consecutively, time after time, is a lot for us, and it takes a lot of effort for us. So give yourself permission and grace, and something that they are advising that we do is more yin and restorative yoga, just to be able to open some of our passageways and airwaves is what they're calling them, to open our heart space, to come into deeper alignment and not to put so much pressure on ourselves. Often they are describing even when people are going to the gym or exercising, that is a great way of being grounded, but it is also putting more pressure on the body. And right now, with where our Earth is, our body does not need more pressure. Our body needs like more yin or feminine energy. And so yin yoga, restorative yoga, Reiki, things like that are going to be a better match for just maintaining your body's equilibrium. And then this is a strange tip coming through, but they're also saying that because it's summer, it's actually good to drink hot liquids. And this is kind of perhaps counterintuitive for some, but they're saying this is a principle that will allow us to maintain better homeostasis within our system. And it also has a self-cleansing effect. So if you're experiencing something in your body that feels kind of strange or off, just knowing that a way to bring homeostasis is actually more hot liquids. Stay away from cold, is what they're saying. Even though it's very tempting at this time of year to gravitate more towards the cold and the frigid and try and cool ourselves down, they're saying no, like actually go towards the hot. That's going to be better for settling your system and bringing you into a state of peace. And they just want us to know that there is so much happening on the planet right now, but that we are very far ahead in terms of what they expected for us. And they have shared this message many, many times before. They're also sharing that because the new Earth and the old Earth have split energetically, it's almost like there are two planets happening simultaneously in conjunction. And one side of the planet, so to speak, is very light and happy and free. The other side is still dense and in turmoil. And they're saying we get to choose like what part of the split we are in. And most of us who are watching this reading are already in the new Earth because that's what we chose. And we've been choosing it for years. But definitely we are becoming more aware of social structures and people that are very rooted in that old Earth energy, and that old Earth energy is eventually going to dissolve, is what they're saying. Yes, it will take more time, it will take more human years for that to happen, but it is dissolving and it is collapsing, and things that we once used are ceasing to work or function effectively because they're not destined to carry us into the future. So with that, knowing that some of the wonkiness that you might be feeling or the back and forth energy, it can manifest as lack of productivity or lack of focus as well, is also because of this split that's been occurring. And it's a little bit like, oh, should I focus on this or that or that or that? I don't know, feeling like there are a million different things to choose from and not knowing where to actually focus your time and attention. They're saying this is a real physical manifestation of the split that has occurred. It's okay, it will start to resolve itself. And just to really ground into the present moment and present day and not worry so much about getting it right or wrong, because they're just saying there is no right and wrong, there is just now. So if you have been struggling with that, just knowing that the best thing to do is ask yourself, what can I achieve today? As opposed to planning for the entire week or the entire month like some people do. And they want us to know that there are many higher level beings who are curious about the planet right now, and one that's coming through really strong currently is dragons. They're showing dragons like circling the earth, and dragons are like interdimensional beings, so they appear and they disappear, and they are definitely very curious about the earth right now, and they're also providing a lot of support and assistance energetically. And so dragons hold medicine, and the medicine that they hold is rooted in ancient wisdom or being able to transcend like old patterns, old ways of being, and know that we can still keep things rooted in sacredness and also graduate from those old ways that are not serving us. So we can achieve the both at the same time. And they're just saying that dragons are circling the earth and really protecting us and really trying to provide a lot of assistance right now because humanity does need it. And they're saying with that is going to come the crumbling. They are showing things a little rocky economically across the globe, especially in America, but rocky, it's not perfect. They are showing that we are protected in that, especially if we are people of the light, is what they're saying. But, you know, of course, all of us are affected in some way. And so just to be aware that we are protected and it is not comfortable, and it's very much like growing pains that we are going through right now. And just as a final message here, they want to share a message of respect. Like there's deep self-respect in the planet, and meaning that they also want to send us respect. They want us to respect ourselves. They want us to know that we don't need to get down on ourselves right now, that deep self-respect is the way to unity consciousness. And self-respect can look like unconditional love for the self. It can also look like realizing that there really is no I, like we are one technically. And if you can see that you are a part of that greater mosaic and you're one fragment in the whole mosaic, the mosaic is destined to be together, and so you would naturally respect yourself more if you knew that every thought and belief you have about yourself is also what is being reflected outwards to everybody. And if you really are a steward of unity consciousness, you will start with self-love, because the love within is the love that you are able to share and project without. So spending some time on that too is something else that's coming through, and knowing that the more deeply you respect yourself, This can also look like having strong boundaries. The better, that is going to actually pave the way for this new earth to really manifest and materialize in the 3D. And as a final message, they also want to say we are moving into a timeline where animal communication is 100% possible, in the sense that you'll be walking, you see a rabbit, and you know what the rabbit is thinking and communicating. And that's really cool, and that's something that's been coming for a long time. So know that because of all of the energies that are being sent to Earth and all the beings that are working with the Earth, this is also an ability that is coming to the planet, and it's 100% possible. It's already happening in many ways, but it's going to materialize and become even easier. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Share it if you feel so inclined. If you would like to join my coaching program, Dreamweaver, we start in October. We meet Wednesday nights twice a month, and then you also get 3 one-on-ones with me. This is a 6-month coaching program, and we are really looking at manifestation principles as well as how to connect to spirit. So it's beautiful in that you get the group exposure as well as one-on-one time with me, and I get to channel your guides and also invite you deeper into your channeling abilities. I am running an offer right now, so it's $333 USD per month for 6 months, and I would love for you to come and join us. We have a beautiful group. This is the last time I'm leading this program. It has been very powerful for everyone who has walked in the door, and I'm very proud of everyone who has really deepened their connection to spirit. So if you're interested, you can find more details below using my links and also at my website. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.